Alright, so if you're having trouble trading and growing your account, becoming a profitable trader, which a lot of people are going through, you're going to want to check out the step-by-step guide how to take yourself from a negative trader to a positive trader, and be able to turn trading into a career. Hit your first million in trading, first 10 million, and then go on to the 100 million like we're headed towards. So it's going to help a lot of people how to go from a negative to positive trader step by step. I have Verbal Trading. I'm Ty.
Woogz.
And it's Verbal Trading. Let's get into it.
Let's get into it, guys. And first, you want to ask yourself, why doesn't my account grow? And part of the reason why you're having trouble growing your account is because you're not trading mathematically. What you're doing is you're over risking. You're not risking 1 to 3% per trade. You're probably risking like 10%, 20, 50. I've heard people who risk everything in one trade, and it's not good. Two, you have no strategy. So like, you're trading on bad setups and you're trading at the wrong times. So you're like FOMOing in on a trade. It's not good. And third, trading emotionally, which also goes in with FOMO as well, is you don't want to be an emotional trader. If you want your account to grow, you got to be a logical trader.
My friend Chris, man. So we got this friend called Chris, man.
Yeah.
Chris has been trading for 5 years. 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
And he still works a 9-to-5 job. He is not profitable from trading. His friends and family doubt him that he will ever be a successful trader. Every time he tells them, yeah, I'm going to be a trader, they doubt him. They crush him. They're like, yo, yeah, bro, you've been doing it for a while. Like, not going to work out. He knows it's possible because he sees that other people are profitable. He sees that we're profitable. And, he sees other traders are profitable. So he knows it's possible, but he just doesn't know why he's not profitable. And we was talking to him the other night, and, he brought up a lot of concerns, and we was like, wow, this is like a lot of people who are in our trading group that we know and stuff. They're just having trouble. A lot of traders, when we first started, we were in the same boat as Chris. So this course right here, this is for Chris to turn Chris into a profitable trader. We got you, Chris. We're gonna take you,
Got your back, buddy.
we're gonna turn you profitable. So this is for Chris, and if any of you guys are going through the same things, this can help you too. So you're gonna want to check. You're gonna want to definitely pay attention to this course.
Definitely. And then 3 steps will make Chris profitable. So first, we want to teach him what an equity curve is. Then we want to teach him how to control his fear and greed, so he becomes a logical trader. And then we want to teach him a high probability trading setup.
Very important for guys. So
Very
let's get into it. Equity curves. Let's go into our equity curves. So our man Chris. So there's 3 types of traders, and you can find them by their equity curves. The first type of trader is Tom's right here. Tom just blows his account. Like, he puts money in his account. He put $1,000 in his account. As you can see, Tom's the first one over there. He'll put $1,000 in his account. He'll go up, go down, go up, go down, go up, go down. And eventually, just goes down to 0 and blows his account. And that's a Tom. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of Toms in trading, and it sucks because we used to be Toms. We started off with blowing our accounts, and everyone starts off as a Tom. And that's just someone who blows their account. Then you got Chris. You got our Chris. Chris been trading 5 years. He's not like Tom. He's not just completely blowing his account, but he's ended up break even. He's just breaking even. Like, he'll go up, he'll go down, he'll go up, he'll go down, and he'll just either lose a little bit or just gain a little bit, but he's just not a consistently profitable trader over time. That's, shout out to Chris, shout out to Tom.
Shout out Chris, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All Tom and Chris this is just to help you guys become like us. Ty and Woogz, this is how we grow our accounts on equity curve. We'll put money in our account, and then we'll watch our equity curve. We'll take losses. Look, everyone takes losses. We'll take losses too. But over time, our account always goes up because of what we're about to teach you. And by the end of this course, you're going to understand exactly what we do to go from Tom to Chris to Ty and Woogz. So
Yeah, let's get into it. So first, let's cover Tom. So Tom, as we know it, he's just blowing his account, losing out on a majority of trades, and then eventually going to zero on his account. And the reason why is because one, he's over risking. So he's risking more than what we usually recommend, which is 1 to 3%. He's probably risking like 10, 20, 50, and then yeah, I've seen people risk their whole account on a trade that they thought would go through.
I seen someone sell their house and buy Bitcoin at 60K.
Yeah.
But now they don't have. Yeah.
Yeah. And then they have no strategy. So like, if you have no strategy when it comes to trading, you're just gambling. And if you don't, yeah, if you're gambling, you're just throwing away money because
Taking bad setups.
bad setups, and then like just trading at the wrong time. And then Tom's also trading emotionally, so like he's not thinking through, he doesn't have the mathematics, he's not trading mathematically, he's just going with the flow.
He's just flowing. Tom's a bro.
He's a bro, but
Don't be Tom.
yeah, you don't want to be Tom.
You don't want to trade like Tom. Why does Chris break even? Some people might ask, why is Chris breaking even if he's been trading for 5 years? And why? Well, Chris is also over risking his account. He may not be, risking as much as Tom, and we'll do a more detailed breakdown of each trader. But he's also over risking. He also doesn't have strategy that makes him a profitable trader. He's taking bad setups and he's trading at wrong times, just like Tom. He's trading emotionally, just like Tom. But you're gonna see the difference between Tom and Chris in a second, and it's gonna blow your mind. It's almost like they're the same,
Yeah.
but there's slight differences between the two, and you're gonna see. And
Then, so you want to know why we time Woogz, why we grow our accounts? It's because we're sticking to the code. We're risking 1 to 5% per trade. We usually do 1 to 3% for our on our Telegram when we're no. We usually do 1 to 3% on like our live streams, but usually we'll risk 1 at most 5% per trade, and then we'll keep that same risk over time with like up to 20 trades. And then we have good setups, and we're always looking at good times. So to us, like, it doesn't matter if we win or lose the trade because we're just following step 1. We got our risk management unlocked, so we're just risking 1 to 3%. And then step 2, we got the good setups. And like, if we have good setups and good crisp risk management, then our equity curve is just going to go up over time, as you see like on the picture to the side.
there's no emotions with us either. Like, we don't care. It says we don't care. If you win or lose, we don't care.
Yup.
That's how you gotta have to be. Like, I hate to stress it. I don't want to sound emotionless, but you have to be emotionless when you're trading. You cannot care.
Definitely.
I see a lot of you guys just caring too much. Like, yo, if I lose this, I'll lose everything. Like, you're trading too much risk at that point. You're caring. You need to lower your risk and trade with less, so you not care about what you lose. So that give you the ability to gain. Because if you're scared, you'll miss out on good setups at good times. Because you're spending time being scared, Oh, we'll go into it more. We can talk all day about this. But this is very important, guys. Like, if it seems simple, we were trying to make it very simple, but this is very important. Very, very important topics, man. Let's see Tom's equity curve. So we're gonna look at Tom. Let's look into Tom's equity curve real quick. We'll throw us in the corner.
Yeah.
We'll focus on Tom for a second. Tom's equity curve. Now Tom, he has a 70% win probability. Even with a 70% win probability though, he loses his money over time. See, right where I put the number 1, that's his win probability. This is an equity curve simulation where we're able to simulate his equity curve over time, and you guys will be able to use that. You can read down the slides below and join the Telegram and stuff. You'll have it's free Telegram, everything's free, but you'll be able to have access to all this stuff. But Tom has a 70% win probability. He's winning 70% of his trades, but he still loses money over time. It's ridiculous. Like, it sucks. You know, look at number 2 right here. His risk per trade, Tom's risk per trade, number 2 is 30%. He's risking 30% of his account every time he takes a trade. He's not risking his whole account. He's not risking 50%. So at least it's not his whole account. At least not 50%, but he's still risking 30% of his money every time he takes a trade. He's putting 30% of his money in and risking it. He's 70% profitable. You know, like he'll win 7 out of 10 trades, but being 70% and risking 30% just don't mix well. And then number 3, his risk to reward ratio, like that's how much he risks per trade versus how much he's gonna make, is 1-to-1. What that means is he's risking 30% of his capital, 30% to make 30%, which is, it sounds cool. It sounds like, it may sound great to Tom, but the math of this makes sure that Tom will never be profitable. As you can see in this random simulation, number 4 is his equity curve. He's 70% profitable. He won 70% of these trades, but his money just goes down over time. And it sucks to be Tom. So a lot of Toms out there, it's tough. Like the life of Tom is very tough because he's probably going to work, putting his check into the market, and he's risking too much. He's 70% profitable. He's not a bad trader. He's a great trader. Tom's a great trader. I don't want you guys to think Tom is a bad trader, but there's certain things about the strategy that are never going to make him profitable. And it sucks. So, that's Tom. You know what I'm saying? It's tough, man. Then we got Chris's equity curve right here. And Chris's equity curve, he has a 60% win probability. As you can see with number 1 right here on the screen, it's pointing to 60%. 60% win probability. And his win probability is less than Tom actually. He's not, it's debatable, considered good and bad traders, but he's a less accurate trader than Tom. Tom is a better trader, but Tom still just loses all his money. Chris has a lower win probability, but he doesn't lose all his money. And the reason why he doesn't lose all his money, has a lower win probability, is because he risks 20% per trade, which is less than Tom. Tom's risking 30% of his account. Chris is like, I'm gonna be like Tom. He's gonna risk less. He's gonna risk 20% of his account, and he goes for a 2-to-1 risk to reward, as you can see, number 3, 2-to-1 risk to reward, and that means he risks 20% of his account to make 40% back. So the risk 1 to make 2. So that's actually helping Chris a lot, but it's helping him not be a Tom, but it's not helping him become a profitable trader like Ty, like us. So the math of Chris makes sure he only breaks even over time. Like no matter how much trades he does in his lifetime, if Chris keeps it up at this pace, he'll always just break even or be slightly profitable or slightly negative. And it sucks, man. It sucks. It's really hard for Chris. Like, this is our homie. He's been trading 5 years. Trading 5 years, he explained his problem, and we broke it down with the math. We put it behind his trading style and everything, and we got to the bottom of it. And this is Chris. Man, but don't worry, Chris. We're gonna get you fixed. That's what we're here for. We got you, Chris. It doesn't end here for you.
Yeah,
we're gonna get you profitable.
Definitely.
When we reveal our equity curve. So number 1, we got a 50. So Tom and Chris may be better traders than us. Like maybe, they're not. Like their probabilities are lower than ours. But just for this example, we've said that we were less accurate than Tom and Chris, but we're still profitable. Even if we're less accurate than Tom and Chris, we're still able to be more profitable than Tom and Chris. And that's weird right there, right? It's like, it's not about being the most accurate trader, right? Like,
yeah,
it's not about that. Like, for this example, we was like, all right, Tom, we'll say we're only 50% profitable. Let's say we only half the trades we take, and as you guys trade with us, you see, like, we're more like 80 to 90% profitable. Like, highly profitable, like high probability traders. We take higher probability setups. But for this example, to help you guys out, and to show you that you can still be profitable being a worse trader than Tom and Chris. You know, they're great traders, but they'll never be profitable. The reason why is because while we're 50% probability, we only risk 5% per trade. We're not risking 30%. We're not risking 20%. We're not throwing our whole accounts out there to get demolished on those rare times that we do lose. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would we do that? There's no need for us to do that. We're not trying to get rich over one trade. If you guys need more psychology, watch the 10 Trade Commandments video where we talk about that. And, you know, we're risking 5% per trade. On top of that, we do a 3-to-1 risk reward ratio, or more even sometimes. We'll go for more. What that means is we're risking 5% to make back let me see one of your hands, to make back 15%. So we risk 5%, 5 to make back 15. Can't beat that. Can't beat that. So we're making more. We're making back more on every trade, even though let's say, for this example, we're losing less trades than Tom and Chris. Tom and Chris are the best traders in the world, but they're just something off about their strategy that doesn't allow them to be good traders over time. And the math of Wall Street traders that we use is Wall Street trading, and the math of us, it allows us to make sure that we are always profitable. It's weird talking about this in the third person. It's really weird, but the math of this makes sure that we're always profitable over time, over 100 years, over 1,000 years. You know what I'm saying? If we have AI and bots trading as us, those bots and AIs will always be profitable. And it's just based off the math and how our equity curve is set up.
So what can we learn from this? Well, first thing we can learn is you need to find your equity curve. And to find that, to help you guys out, we have a equity curve calculator. I believe the link will be in the description below the video. And then you also want to try out different settings so you can see if you have a profitable equity curve. You can test it out over 20 trades and it should always be profitable. You want to test it out 50 times as well to make sure that it never goes down. And then once you find a profitable equity curve, add it to your trading strategy and watch your account grow like a Wall Street trader.
Number one is major, guys. So let's get into it right now. Let's actually go into it. I'm going to pull up the equity curve simulator for you guys. Yeah, you guys are getting a full-fledged course right now for free on YouTube, so we're not holding back on this one. We got some more. We got a lot more coming for you guys. I want to make sure everyone's able to be profitable. So let's go into the equity curve that Woogz was talking about. Boom, you got your equity curve simulator right here, guys. And the link will be below. You guys feel free to use it and stuff. So let's say we start, we all got $1,000. Let's say you start with $10. Like, you don't even gotta start with $1,000. A lot of euros. Let's say you start with just 10 euros, guys. You have 10 euros, right? And you're like, we want to be like Chris, Tom, and Woogz. I'm not even gonna put 80%, guys. I'm not even gonna put it like, because then you're gonna be, some people are gonna say, oh, we gotta be 5-year traders just like you guys to even do this. And I want to show you guys that you don't have to be top level traders like us to be profitable. You just have to have the right strategy that we're teaching you guys. And this course right here, we could have sold for thousands of dollars to teach you guys how to be profitable, but I want to make sure you guys understand this. You got a 50%. Let's say you got a 50% win probability. Going for 3-to-1, just like we said. Look, we clicked on an ad for you guys. Right? You got a 3-to-1, right? 20 trades, right? 20 trades. Number of lines with the all-in-one. Risk per trade. How much risk? 3%? What is our risk over here?
This is 1 to 5 issue, but let's say we're doing
5%.
Yeah, let's say we do 5%. 5%.
Say we're doing 5%, guys. Let's go 3.
All right.
So we're going in 3%. Our equity curve goes up over time. That $10 doubled. What's that? Another equity curve going up. Another equity curve going up. Another equity curve going up. Money tripled. All these scenarios, our money just goes up. Look, I'm clicking, guys. Even this scenario, it kind of just went. Now let's see if we put over 100 trades. We never see the account go back down. It's crazy, guys. Like, I can click this all day. I'll click this for an hour for you guys. These are all different simulations of our account growing over time. We're never gonna see it go down because the way we're trading is profitably trading, and this is over time. We're not worried about like one trade. I'll show you guys it with one trade. Like, it's nothing but one trade. Like, no one cares about one trade, guys. Now let's say we're trading like we're trading like 80%. Now we're 80% profitable. Now we're jumping into numbers 80 to 90. We'll go 85. We'll just put 80 for sake.
80, yeah.
Right, and then we look at over 80. This $10 just turned into 12K. And this is why you see our videos $10 turn into 4K. This is why you see in our videos we're taking $50 account, growing to like what, 5,000, 3,000. You see in these videos, you're seeing crazy vids. You're seeing all this crazy stuff is because we understand how to grow accounts profitably. It never goes down. So that's the equity curve simulator. You guys can play around with that and stuff. Go to the next slide. What is risk reward? Let's talk about it. Here's an example of 3-to-1 risk reward trade. That we actually called this trade when we were shooting the PowerPoint. Like, we made money recording this, of course, so it's really cool. We got paid to make it. It's like, every time I open the chart, it's a good trade. So we use a lot size that only risks 5% of our account. So if the trade was to hit the stop loss, guys, that red area over there, if the trade was to hit that red area and stop us out at 1947, we would have lost 5% of our account. But the trade did not hit our stop loss. And since it did not hit our stop loss, we gained 15% of our account when it hit profit. And we had 2-3 chances to even get out that trade. But we got out the first time it hit take profit. We just got out. Our account grew 15%. So, win or lose on this one trade, though, we don't care about one trade. We only care about 20 trades, 100 trades. We don't care about one trade. Again, we're not worried about one trade. We're worried about, is our strategy going to be profitable over the next 20 trades, over the next year, over the next month, over the next 100 trades. We even think bigger than 20 trades, but sometimes it's hard for trades to even think past one trade. So we just want to get you from thinking from 1 to thinking of 20. And, the Wall Street trading strategy, and it keeps me profitable trading like I'm on Wall Street. It keeps us living like we're on Wall Street. So it's really awesome, guys. Like, this you guys are getting a lot of sauce. Like, this might be the top trading course on YouTube.
This is free game.
Getting for completely free. This is thousands of dollars of information. But we want to turn our boy Chris to profitable traders. So Chris is for you, and everyone in the comments below. Like, thanks Chris, and thanks Tom. Because without them, we wouldn't be here. Make sure you guys subscribe too, because we got a lot more courses like this. Let's go deeper into it though.
So next, you want to remove fear. So you don't want to be scared to lose a trade. And the reason why is because you have proper risk management, so you're not risking your whole account, and then you're taking good trade setups. So that means you understand how the map's gonna work out over time. And you're not scared to miss out on an entry because there are hundreds of different charts to trade, and there's an entry somewhere you didn't miss. So you're not gonna focus on just one entry and then FOMO into it and risk a lot of your risk.
For poo putts.
Yeah,
That's for the poo putts.
definitely. So you don't want to go out like that.
You don't want to be a poo putt trader, guys.
You don't want to watch the charts. Like once you enter, you don't want to be watching the charts all day. Just like sitting there looking. I mean, we kind of do it because we on the stream, but we're also like answering questions, doing other stuff.
Like that's one reason we don't like live trading, guys, because we don't have to watch charts. We put our trade in, we can go chill. We can be anywhere we want in the world.
We could be watching movies.
But now that we live stream, you guys get to see us. Have to watch charts. But we do it for you guys.
Yeah,
We do it for you guys.
definitely.
But you don't have to watch those charts.
But yeah, as long as you have like you have your stop losses and then you have your entries, you're good. And you don't get out of trades early because of fear. So you want to remove that fear, as we're saying. So you don't want to exit out of trades early. You want to have confidence in yourself. And then you also want to believe. You want to have the belief yourself. Like you want to say, look in the mirror and then just say, I am a Wall Street trader. Like just say that looking in the mirror. Affirm that like every morning or before you're about to hit a trade, just
you gotta become, you gotta embody it. Like if you follow these rules, you're gonna be a Wall Street trader. You don't have fear because Wall Street traders don't have fear. Watch The Big Short. Watch how that dude he takes the massive short and he's down billions of dollars and eventually goes up. He's down millions of dollars and eventually goes up. He sits through being down millions to reach profit. You want to have those type of emotion where you're just headphones bumping, music chilling. You're not scared of nothing. You're just taking logical trades. You remove fear so you can enter a state of logic. That goes into removing greed, another emotion most traders have. Like you don't hold on to trades longer than take profit because you're not greedy and you only care about following a strategy. Like you're not like, oh, I want to change my whole life on trade. You're not thinking about all your bills you can pay off or in a trade. You have no greed whatsoever. You're just like, all right, I hit my TP, my 1 to 4, 1 to 3, 1 to 5, 1 to 7, 1 to 8, whatever you took. You hit these trades. You don't chase trades that you missed out because you need more money. Like, oh, I need some more money. Let me just force a trade out the market.
Yeah,
when the market's not giving a trade, or at least that period is not giving a trade. I don't try to trade to get back in a trade. I don't try to get back in a bad trade just because I'm greedy and always want to be in a trade. So a lot of traders, they can never not be in a trade. Like they get out of a profitable trade, they grow their accounts. I'll watch this live. They grow their accounts and they just rush back in another trade, even though it's not a good setup or anything. But just because they just gotta get in the next trade because they just want more, and then they just become greedy instead of being logical and like, where's my next logical setup? A lot of traders just worry about getting rid of fear, but they ignore the greed side. And then before, I don't trade bad setups at bad times because I'm not greedy. I will wait days for a trade if I have to. You never really have to because the trades happen all over. There's lots of stuff to trade. But if it would require me to wait days for a trade, like I'll wait those days. Like I'm not, all right, market is not there today for me. Let me wait tomorrow for the next day. Let me wait. It's like fishing. Like it's kind of like fishing. You want to be patient, have the patience of a fisher. But there's not such thing as good fish. Like, with trades, there's good trades, there's good setups. You want to wait for those good trades, the good setups. And we call those high probability trades, high probability setups. And that's what you guys are about to learn, high probability trading, high probability setups. So this is about to get super, super advanced. Like shout out to Chris, guys. Like, W Chris in the comments. Because he's about to get you guys right. All right, I'm going to hold you.
Nah. So here we go. We're gonna have setup number 1 for a high probability trade. So an example before, like you saw, we put only 50% win probability on our trades, and we did that to show you that even in a worst case, we'll always be profitable as Wall Street traders. In reality, our trades are 70 to 90% accurate, depending on the setup we take. And if you've seen us live on TikTok, you've seen that we've just been crushing trades, and people are always asking, like, how do you do it? But it's just that experience that we have. And we also have like over 100 different high probability setups. So but we're gonna save that for another course. But what we're gonna do right now, we're gonna equip you with a high probability setup you can master and grow your account with. And this is gonna be the golden zone rejection.
Yeah, so you guys are about to learn high probability setup number 1. Like, I'm excited. Like, now you got. I'm excited to take you guys down the domain of being a high probability trader. Oh, that's what we're about. We're about high probability trading over here.
Yep.
None of that put trading. Let's see. So here's a trade we caught this week live on TikTok. Yeah, we've been crushing TikTok, and you guys can join us on TikTok too. It's at gbpjpy millionaire on TikTok. We trade live. We're on Twitch and all that. We trade live. Let's go into it. So step 1, you find a giant. And I'm gonna show you this on the live chart too, guys. But step 1, you find a giant bullish or bearish move. We found one. Step 2, we use the fib tool to draw a fib from the bottom to the top of the move, or top of the bottom. So for here it was bottom to the top. Boom, we drew it, and then we had created a golden zone. Put our golden zone there. Step 3, we take a 3-to-1 trade when the price forms a rejection in the golden zone. This trade went as far as 6-to-1. So don't worry about being perfect or missing out. You know, you have a lot of room to catch your 3-to-1, 5-to-1, 6. You have a lot of room. So you don't have to be perfect with this, guys. And let me show you this on the live chart too, because you know what I'm saying, who cares about it on the chart? Alright, so boom, we have gold right here. If you guys watched our last course video, it's on the YouTube page. You see where we're breaking down gold, teaching how to use trend lines and stuff. So now I'm going to take my fib tool, click it, boom. I'm going to come, draw a fib from the top to the bottom of that bullish move, boom to boom. Then I'm going to take my golden box, draw the golden zone. The golden zone. Alright, boom. So now we got our golden zone. Alright. And as you guys can see, what did price come and do? It came up, went back down into our golden zone, and it came out of it came back in. So let's show the trade we would take. Boom. Right here, price is popping out of the golden zone. Go for a nice. I gotta kind of zoom in, guys. Alright, so price came out of the golden zone on this candle right here. And then go for a nice 3-to-1. As you can see, we could have made more money on this trade. Really could have made a lot more. So price goes, pops out the golden zone, and then we put our stop outside the body of that candle. Then we let the price rise up, and it's probably going to keep running, guys. It's probably going to keep going. You can catch more than 3-to-1. You might be able to catch 5-to-1, 6-to-1, 10-to-1, 12. The major trades is a high probability trade setup you guys are learning right now. But we can take our 3-to-1. We take our 3-to-1, gain 50% of our account. We're happy. When you have a big account, you're going to learn how to be happy with those type of gains. This is a live chart right here, guys. So this is all live. You guys see it live. Golden zone. Our charts normally don't look like this. We don't trade it like this, but it is what it is. So this is the golden. That's high probability setup number 1. Now we got more setups for you guys to learn too. We want you guys to learn all the setups.
Yep.
So make sure that you tap in on Telegram with us and on Discord. We really good with all the setups on our Discord. And if you watch the trade live, you'll be able to see those setups live and actually get caught. So, for sure. So you're gonna learn. Now, as you guys keep watching the trade, you get an idea of how we trade. So we're happy that we can do this course for everyone. Is there anything more in here? All right. So.
Yeah, when it comes to the setup, the golden zone rejection, you want to be able to practice this setup and back test it 20 times before doing it live. And you'll get really good at it. You'll be able to like spot it like a mile away. I promise you. And then sometimes the golden zone will fail, and it'll be okay because as long as it works 50% of the time, you'll be profitable using that the Wall Street trading strategy that we just showed you. So don't worry about being perfect. As long as you're 60% sure, take the trade. And you can become a Wall Street trader with this one setup that we gave you as the first setup, because it is one of the easier setups to accomplish. It can be caught any time as long as there's a golden zone and there's a rejection.
Yeah, guys, easy. That's why we started off with number one, and we wanted to make sure you guys got this, master this. You can grow an account fully with this. Like you see right now, like that same trade is breaking out from that golden zone rejection. And this is live markets. So, what's next? If you want to watch us trade live and take the same trades as us and learn from us, join the free Telegram. The link's there. It'll be below. Or you can message us on Telegram at @gbpjpy, or you can follow TikTok at @gbpjpy. You can subscribe to this page. We'll go live on the YouTube too. But make sure you're in the Telegram, because that's where you get signal alerts that we're about to go live and stuff like that. And you guys can watch and take these high probability setups live. You can learn more high probability setups, because right now we give you one that's gonna make you. It can make you hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars. Like the millionaires only take the setup. So we actually made it. We cleared a lot of money. I think the first 500 was using the setup. First 500K was on the setup, just number one. And there's lots of setups, so that's a really good setup, guys. What else?
And then if you want to learn our high probability setups and get more of our trades and courses, join us on our Discord, and you can join the Discord from our Patreon. The link is there, but it'll also probably be in the description below.
Yeah, and all the courses they're giving away as part of the Discord, so once you join it, you'll be able to have those. And if you want to take trading to the next level, watch this vid over here. You're going to be over here, watch this vid over here. I'll show you the next video in our series. So I'm happy that we're able to teach you guys how to be profitable traders. It was very advanced. Like it's worth thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
And shout out to our boy Chris.
Yeah, shout out to Chris, man. This is for you.
Or everyone thank Chris in the comments.
Yeah.
And, make sure you guys subscribe and check out our next videos, because we're gonna keep you guys profitable and cutting edge of trading. And let's see how that goes going. Oh yeah, it's still breaking out. All right, yeah. So guys, we're gonna start trading. So yeah, boom, right there, next video. Click that video.
Check it out.
Peace.
Peace.